Video game controllers are all different, and everybody has their favourites. My favourite controller of all time is probably the Xbox 360 controller. That thing felt amazing in the hand, the button layout is fantastic, and it doesn't matter how many times you throw it up the wall, it still works. And although I am able to use my PlayStation 5 controller on my PC to play Steam games, I want a dedicated controller that lives by my PC so that I can pick it up and play it whenever I want without having to go to where my PS5 is kept to get that controller. Stadia is a product by Google, and it was a cloud gaming service that has been recently shut down. I had no idea if it was actually any good or not, and obviously by the evidence, it can't have been, because they shut it down. I've been playing a lot of Undisputed recently, and my unofficial wired Xbox controller doesn't really work particularly well, so I thought time for an upgrade. Rather than buying an official Xbox controller, I looked at cheaper alternatives, and Stadia had recently dropped an update on their controller as a parting gift more than anything else to update it to Bluetooth. See, the way the controllers worked before was you had to connect it via Wi-Fi to Stadia itself, meaning that you could only ever use the controller if it was either wired or if you were playing Stadia. But with the update, it means that I can now use this on my PC to play Undisputed wirelessly. And I'll be honest, it feels pretty nice. The build quality is there, the layout is decent, the triggers could be better, but overall it's a nice controller and I don't really have any complaints. The thing that took me by surprise is that you can actually make money off these things. Of course, I do run a series here on YouTube where I'm trying to build a video game collection without spending any money out of pocket, and that led me to pick this up in the first place because I thought to myself, I want a cheap controller that feels nice in the hand, that it's not going to break down. That's where this came in. But also, I want to make this free, so how can I do that? There are plenty of people selling these off now that Stadia has shut down. They don't feel like there's any use for them anymore, even though you can switch them over to Bluetooth. Maybe some people don't know about it, but maybe some people just simply don't care. These Premier Edition Stadia boxes, though, they contain more than just the controller. You also get a USB Type-C cable as well as this power block. Now, these are obviously used to charge the controller via a wall outlet. However, you don't need to do that. You can plug it into your selected device, whether it be a PlayStation or a PC, using any USB-C cable that will charge the device. You don't actually need the wall charger. You can sell this on eBay, for example, for around £10 to £15. I personally am not going to sell mine because I'm going to use it as a secondary charger for my Nintendo Switch. I was planning on getting one, but that just saved me £15 to £20. How else, though, can we make our money back? Chromecast is something I've never really understood. You plug it into your TV, download apps, and you're able to watch TV through those apps, or paid subscription service, I assume. I have never really looked into it. This, though, this is where the money is. So it also has the power unit, which is also in the box. If you were to trade this in this condition into CEX with the power unit, it would trade for £18, which is more than I paid for this whole thing, which is decent. However, if I put this on eBay, I can get between £25 and £30. And I'm sure many of you will now rush to try and find this Stadia Premier Edition as cheap as I managed to pick it up, because I paid £12. Unfortunately, they have spiked in price somewhat, and you're not able to get them for that anymore unless, of course, you find a good deal or you're quick. I myself found it on Vinted, and I've had another look, and you can still get them on Vinted for around £25 to £30 in the exact same condition. Mine was almost unused. But even if you end up paying £30 for one of these and all you want is the controller, you can sell the parts that come with it and make your money back, and in some cases, of course, you will make a profit. The biggest plus point for me, though, is still the controller. Despite the fact that I'm going to be able to make money on this, which is always nice, the controller for me is what I wanted in the first place. This is a little bit different to a PlayStation 5 controller. I haven't quite tested out the full battery life of this yet to know whether it's better, although I assume it would be better because the PlayStation 5 battery is terrible. But the sticks are far enough apart that it doesn't feel too close. The controller is a little bit wider in general. Feels really nice in hand. The D-pad is not the best, unfortunately, but the rest of it is just a solid build quality, and I'm a big fan of this controller. And of course, if you want an update to the whole selling it off to make the money back situation, you can check out the free trading game collection. The link for that is on screen for you right now. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, Goodbye.